Hi! Hello, happy Saturday evening. I just thought I'd quickly come on here just to see how you're all getting on. Hiya, evening Chelsea, how are you? Hi Leanne, how are you this evening? I wasn't going to do a little live, but I just wanted a little catch up with you because I've had a bit of an odd week. It's been really busy. And I've been working in the hospital, and I've been working in the theatre, and I've been working in the community, and I've been doing a bit of painting. Hi Sibo. So I've done a bit of everything. So anyway, I felt a bit today because I'm having a bit of a do with a bit of an interesting situation arisen with friends. That's just really highlighted to me that we're going through really quite a challenging time, and it can push people a little bit to do things that they wouldn't normally do. So I've come across some unusual behaviour, let's say, that sometimes has made me a little bit angry and left wondering what to do about it, because one of my friends has just behaved really out of character, and I'm a bit upset with this person and just wondering what to do really. But having spoken to other people, I've discovered that lots of people with their friends or colleagues are in similar positions where everyone's just being a bit weird at the moment. And do you know what? It's just made me think about how we manage these unusual situations where a little bit of friction, a little bit of tension is involved. And so what immediately, if you know anything about how the brain works, what immediately the brain does is it receives information. Number one, it fills in gaps when you don't know all the information. So that's why people jump to conclusions and then go rag. And if you know anything about the kind of human brain and the chimp brain, you've got a chimp, which is your primitive brain, jumping up and down going, this isn't fair. They shouldn't have done that. This is really unfair. They're really naughty. I'm really angry. I'm going to stamp my feet. I'm going to put it all over social media, and I'm going to shame this person, and I'm going to put them right back in their place. Hi Debbie. Hi Heather. Hi Diane. Hi Helen. Hi Chantel. So when you feel that initial raging chimp going, rah, this isn't fair, I need to put this right. And that very often happens when people criticise us, because we don't like being criticised, and we go, no, you're right and I'm wrong. And you know, that's when people say things that they don't mean. So anyways, because I've been doing a lot of work on myself and my mental well-being, I realised that when people sometimes are a bit odd or don't behave the way you expect them to be, or just be not really that pleasant, or have a bit of an outburst, it's usually because they've got some stuff going on. And the reason I'm telling you this is because we're all going through such a weird time, and none of us have experienced it before, and we're literally locked inside our houses. We've had our freedom taken away, and even though I'm so grateful, I'm lucky enough to do the job I do, which means that I do get to go out and I do get to meet people in a safe environment, because I need to do my job that way to keep the mums and the babies safe. So I'm really, really lucky that I do get some social interaction, but it's not the same for everybody. But I think, and even I've thought this, you know, some people have compared this pandemic to kind of war times. And I'm thinking, it's not like war times, because people were sitting in their houses in fear of being bombed. They were really worrying about somebody coming and attacking them, you know. But I think we grapple with these things and say, well, no, it's not like that. It's not, I'm feeling really I'm having a bad day, or I'm feeling really down, and I've not got to see all my friends. And it does affect you, and it does affect your mental health, and we're not seeing our family and close friends like we normally would do. So I think we are affected sometimes in ways that you don't realise. And I think what we all need to do is, we're all in it together, we all need to stick together, and we all need to support one another. So the midwives are here to support the pregnant women and the new mummies, but people need to support their friends and their family as well, because you'll find that you have sometimes when you're up and sometimes when you're down, but hopefully your friends or your close family won't be down at the same time as you are, and then they can lift you up and you can lift them up when they're down. So when people have stuff going on, sometimes it just comes out. It gets projected onto other people, and that can be in anger, outbursts, impatience, just bad mood. And it's sometimes just because they're suffering, they've got some kind of pain going on inside, whether that's anxiety or depression or loneliness or worry about their relatives and their friends or worry about themselves, you know. So I've come across unusual behaviour, and what we need to do is not let that chimp brain go rag. So when you want to write all over Facebook, they wronged me, they did this really bad, I'm going to crucify them, I'm going to give them right what they deserve. Try not to do that. If you feel that crazy raging chimp getting rage because somebody's done something to you, or said something out of place, or said something that's inappropriate or wrong, or, you know, not the right thing to do, just have a little bit of patience and leave your chimp to calm down and think about the situation, and remember that everybody's affected by this pandemic in different ways, and sometimes it comes out all wrong, and sometimes we're experiencing behaviour. We might see people behaving in ways that we wouldn't normally see them. So if you approach this problem by thinking that person is behaving like that, which is not normal for them, they're behaving like that because they're suffering in some way. So then that helps us just be a little bit more patient and a little bit more understanding about what they're going through. And then if you give it time and think about the situation, hopefully you choose to resolve that situation in the kindest, most considerate way for everybody, because everybody's suffering in some way or another. Because I think what's happening now is this pandemic lockdown business is going on. We've done summer, we've done the lockdown, we've got the vaccine, and we're still in lockdown. We still can't see. Hi Sandy, how are you? Sandy, you're my beautiful buddy, and thank you so much for your helpful friendship and advice today. You're a little star, and we miss you up here in up north. We miss you. So, you know, the thing is about these situations that we find ourselves in, it's just really, really important that we don't all go rage going, they've done this, they've done that. I think everybody's suffering a little bit at the moment. And so the thing with my friends is that hopefully I'm going to be able to point out, well, I noticed this and noticed that. And also, I tell you what else, try and give people the benefit of the doubt. Try and give people the benefit of the doubt, because there's always a chance that whatever it is might be a misunderstanding. There's always that chance that something might have been a misunderstanding. So give someone the benefit of the doubt. Talk to them kindly about whatever it is that's bothered you, or that's going on, that's causing a little bit of friction. And just remember that if somebody's having a bit of a bad day, or had a bit of an outburst, or said something that they shouldn't have said, or behaved been short-tempered with you or somebody else, you know, it's nice to be able to forgive people, because hanging on to all that anxiety and bad feeling, it's bad for you. And I've really felt it today. I've really felt that bad energy being sucked out, because I've thought, oh, there's this conflict going on between such and such and such and such has said this and done that. And I'm like, oh, why can't everybody just be happy and get on and be kind to each other? Well, because the reason is because we're all human. We're all not perfect. We all sometimes say things that we don't mean. And the all important thing is being able to say sorry. Not always if you think that you're in the wrong. You might not think you're in the wrong, but if you think you've upset somebody or your friend, it's good to say sorry. And more times than not, once you have it out with that person and say, look, I'm sorry I upset you. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe you were wrong. Maybe we can agree to disagree. Let's not fall out over this, you know. And then, you know, it's really not good for you. It's not good for your mental health to hang on to bad feeling. So, and what also happens is, you know, when people tell stories and so such and such said to such and such, they did that, or she did that, or he did that, or say they said that, or they did that. And very often communication is on social media without any context, and things can get taken out of context. Little things can get added on, because what the brain does is, when the brain doesn't know all the facts, it adds little bits in. Adds little bits in, and everybody has their own little take on what's their version of reality. So all I'm saying is, it's more important for us all to just look after each other and our mental health than it is to squabble about little stuff that doesn't matter, because actually we all do care about each other. We all want each other to get back to some kind of normal, you know. So just try and be understanding with people who might be having a bad day, or they might be tired, they might be, just give them the benefit of the doubt and go, they're being like that because they're suffering today, you know. And probably whatever it is that's, you know, tipped them over the edge, they probably know they've spoken out of turn or done something wrong. So let's all stick together, let's look after each other and take a breath. And we're all not bad people, but we're all not perfect either. I'm not perfect. Hi Sarah. Hi Sarah. Hi Becky. Hi Tracy. Anyway, what I wanted to share with you is, this is the last weekend. I'm mucking my nails because I've been out with the dogs. This is the last weekend of dry January, and this is very, very flat rosé prosecco that I've had left over in the fridge, going flat, and I've tasted it, and it just tastes like weak Ribena. So my conclusion for drinking non-alcoholic wines is generally waste of time. If you want to pretend, I did quite like the Gordon's gin mixer thing. That was good. I'd have that again if I was doing another dry month. Anyway, I'm going to hang in there, tell myself all the reasons why I've done dry January, and for all the pregnant women doing dry January, no, not dry January, all the pregnant women that are doing dry 9 months, good on you. Good on you. And your approach is the same that mine would be. Not years back when the advice was you can sort of have a glass of wine. I quite like the advice on drinking alcohol in pregnancy, which is just don't bother. Just don't bother. Because, do you know what? If we had a newborn baby there, right, my little newborn baby, right, you wouldn't be going like this, giving your baby a little bit, half a glass of wine, would you? You know, because we know that alcohol crosses over the placenta. So your little baby inside the womb is getting that alcohol, which can't be good, can it? So why would you even think about it? So I am an all or nothing person. So for dry January, I have to tell myself, no. And what's brilliant about doing that whole 9 months alcohol free is you're really, really changing that pattern of thought. I want a glass of wine tonight because my brain's telling me it's Saturday night, you're not working tomorrow, you should be having at least 2 or 3 glasses of wine. That's what my brain's saying, because the habit's still ingrained. So actually, somebody mentioned it before, actually, the month isn't enough to change habits, but it is long enough to make you think about it. So if you're a pregnant lady, not drinking alcohol with me on a Saturday night, if you're struggling and thinking everybody's doing so well, all those people that are sat in lockdown getting absolutely smashed, they are not doing themselves any favours, and it's not good for your mental health, and it's not good, you know, for your hydration levels, and it's not good for your liver, let's face it, if you drink too much. You know, they're the facts. So if you're struggling not drinking alcohol and feeling really, really deprived, just get on Google and Google benefits of not drinking alcohol, regardless of whether you're pregnant or not. And if you're really not convinced, Google why you shouldn't drink alcohol in pregnancy, because you don't want to give not only a newborn baby, but not even a newborn baby alcohol, because it's just tight. It's not fair on them. Anyway, I'm doing my booking packs, because I'm going to have a busy week next week. So this is what we do as community midwives. We catch up on our paperwork. So I've got my little congratulations cards that you'll see if I'm your midwife, with a picture of me and the lovely Faith. So you get one of those if I'm your midwife. So I'll be seeing my new ladies on some next week, because people are still having babies, they're still getting pregnant. And because I've just had all that conflict business, it has upset me. It's upset me, because it's horrible if people are not kind to each other, isn't it? So anyway, I got home. Hi Sarah. I got home and I had this parcel. Right. So this parcel came for me. Right. This parcel came, and initially I thought, because you're just over the moon, aren't you, that you haven't got a bill. And then I thought, oh, what have I ordered off Amazon? Because I always have loads of packages of things that I've just got on my phone, go, oh, I'll have one of these, I'll have one of these. Buying on Amazon like mental. So I can never remember what I've ordered. I've ordered all sorts of stuff. Anyway, well, got shock of my life, didn't I? When I got this beautiful card. And I know you can't read it because it's back to front, but I'll read you. Isn't that sweet, that card? Do you know what it says? It says, you're a bundle of wonderful wrapped up in loveliness with a sprinkle of marvellous on top. And I thought, oh, who's that kind to send me that? And it says, to Claire, just wanted to send you a little something to say thank you for everything you've done at the minute. Your women are so lucky to have you as their midwife, and we're also lucky to have you as a colleague. Looking forward to working with you again when I'm back from maternity leave. Lots of love, Cassie. So Cassie is one of our lovely, beautiful, kind, caring, gorgeous midwives. And good for you if you've met her and had the pleasure of looking after you, because she's so sweet. She's so sweet. And look what she sent me. And it says on the back, handmade with love. Now, I'm hoping Cassie's made me this, but it's like it's painted on there. And obviously it says, everything will be okay. And it's like those little embroidered flowers. And that's touched my heart so much. That's just... what a difference, somebody just taking the time to just be kind. What a difference a little sprinkle of kindness makes. And what you put out, you get back. So Cassie's a lovely lady. I've had the pleasure of looking after Cassie with her babies as well. She's so lovely. So that has absolutely made my day. And I haven't got my parcel, but one of our ladies, Lauren, you know who you are. And I haven't had a chance to thank you because Lauren S, not Lauren K, Lauren S. So Lauren S sent us, my colleague, a big bag full of goodies. And Faith, the other midwives, told me what's in it, biscuits and all sorts of beautiful goodies that I can't wait to share with her. And a really lovely card that I'm going to put up for you. I'll just put a copy. Faith took a picture of it and sent me, and it's got a little picture of a little black Labrador on it. It's really cute. So I will message you, Lauren, but so thank you so much. It really means the world, and it keeps us pepped up, and it makes us want to care for you even more. And you know, I've had some such me and Paula, the midwives that have been painting in the unit, have had such good feedback from painting in the unit, and we're only just getting started. We're having trees in all the rooms. I'll be painting for the next 2 years. I can see it. But I'm going to, because we've had such good feedback, I'm going to try so hard. Oh, I need to put it on my list. I need to put it on my list of things to do. I need to buy some more acrylic paint. Otherwise, because I never even thought the walls are that big, and you know, your little pots of acrylic paint are like that. And I didn't even think that I'm going to quickly run out of acrylic paint, so I need to order some more. And you guys have spurred me on already. We've had some really lovely feedback that the trees have made a difference, and the oak tree that I've painted, I'm going to put some words around it. Just, do you remember we talked about affirmations on yesterday's live? I know it was a bit late, but the affirmations in the rooms are intended not to tell you things that you don't know, but to remind you what you do know about yourself, and that you're strong, you're brave, you're amazing, and you can do this. And we're just there just to hold your hand along the way, and you know, just help you, really help you clean up and make sure you're all right, and bring you a brew. That's all midwives are there for, you know, to be your cheerleader, because you're doing amazing on your own. And because I just feel a bit tonight, I was going to work on something, but I thought, do you know what, I'm just going to do a bit of crafting. I'm really tired, but I'm going to have a go. I'll show you what I've been making, and you can, I'll print out pictures of what I'm copying, but that's the start of it. So it's like a little gnomey thing, right, with a head on there, a gnome or a person or whatever it is, but it was really cute. And he's going to have little braces, so I need to do those. And I made his head out of the end bit of the tights, but the tights are like extra large because I wanted more material. So I made his head, and his head's too big, and my husband just laughed at that. He said, that's too big. And the bit of string that I was supposed to tie around his nose kept flicking off. So I asked my husband, it's really hard to tie the bit of string round his nose. So anyway, that's been abandoned, and we've got a new head. So we've got a new smaller head, which is, I hope, a little bit more in proportion. So I'm desperate to get that right, but I need to tie a bit of cotton round his nose. So anyway, I'm going to do that. I've seen loads of little sock things, little sock people that I really want to make. And then these fluffy socks that I've got, I'm going to make it's like a baby with a head like that and little sleeping eyes. And this is like it's like a little romper suit with a little hood up and a little ribbon on the top. It's really cute. So I want to make that, but these things take longer than you think. And I must message Cassie to say that is so gorgeous. That is going to get pride of place. I think it needs to go up here for a start off. And do you know that, see this one here I've got says my nutty sister. That's what my little sister bought me ages ago, because she thinks I'm nutty. But that is so lovely for me, because everything we'll get through it. We'll get through it. We've got to stick to the rules, hang in there, and things will get back to normal soon, hopefully this year. So hang in there and be kind to each other. And when you get stressed, do something that's just crafty, or reading a book, or meditating, or just relaxing your mind, or you know. And if you're struggling and you're in a really bad mental place, please tell someone and talk to someone, because even just talking to someone, it lifts a weight off your shoulder. You need to, you're not designed to hold in all bad energy and bad feeling, because what happens is it just seeps out. It finds a way out, and it's not good for you. So even just telling somebody you're having a bad day, you're having a terrible day, you know, we can't always fix things, but you can tell us and we can say, do you know what, I can help you with that, or, you know, we'll catch up again in another week. You know, it's about connecting. We're social creatures and we need each other. Let's be nice to each other. Let's look after each other and tell people if you're struggling, because I know it's really hard, especially if you've got a new baby and other kids. I'm so lucky that my kids are a little bit older. I really feel for all you mummies out there with little tiny ones. It's so difficult, and the whole homeschooling and all that lot. Don't stress about it, please. It's not worth it. We'll get through it. You know, and good on all the teachers out there that are, you know, really working under difficult circumstances. We're in it together. We'll be all right in the end. And I'm going to go because I'm going to have a nice bath. I'm going to have a nice bath and sit and make me little troll person man, whatever it is, with a little hat on it. So I'll show you him, see how he turns out. But his first head, so try again. His first head's too big, isn't it? Too big. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Speak to you soon. Oh, before I go, I wanted to tell you about Fabulous February. Fabulous February is next month, and I don't know how many Fridays are in there. The 3 or 4, don't know. Anyway, so I've got ideas for 2 lives that have been suggested. So one lady asked me if I would do a session on what you need to put in your bag for hospital, and the other one, somebody has asked me to do a session on breastfeeding, which I'm happy to do. So breastfeeding and what to pack in your bag. Obviously some ladies have already had the baby, so they're not interested in what to pack for the bag. You know, and we'll talk about what it's like being on your own as well on the ward. So hopefully that will be helpful for you. And the other 2, if we've got 1 or 2 other sessions, I'm going to ask our lovely managers in Delivery Suite if they would allow me to take you around some of the rooms and try and talk you through what's there, what you can expect, what it's like, maybe take you up onto the ward, but obviously I need to ask permission. They might say, well, you might be able to do it, but only if you're working. You don't need to come in on your day off or whatever. Anyway, we'll try and have a think, but you let me know your thoughts and I'll try and tailor it to meet your needs, because we're all part of this group together, and I'm glad that you join me and laugh at me. I wonder what next week's antics will be. I don't think I've got any farms to go to, but anyway, it's quite an adventure. It is so pretty when you go up there, just into the little rural areas. It's so pretty. So anyway, I'll show you this that I made. So all your worries and anxieties, don't forget to put it in that. Chuck it in the Ducky Bucket and move on. Chuck your worries in there, move on. So first thing that's going in, that head that's the wrong side, that's going in. Don't matter, make a new one, right? That will be so useful. It's going in the Ducky Bucket. Ducky Bucket. You've got to ask yourself, does it really matter in the big scheme of things? And I tell you what always makes things better. Good night's sleep. Good night's sleep. A non-alcohol night's sleeps are much better than alcohol-fueled comas. Don't you know? We all know this, but we don't like to hear it, do we? Anyway, I'm going to go. I think I promised to give my husband a pamper face mask or something, so I'm going to go and do that. See you later. Oh, and I've got my alcohol-free Stella. But do you know what? I think there is many calories, so I'm not doing very well on the weight front, but I'm not going to be too unkind to myself, you know. I've nearly done a month alcohol-free and I'm not even pregnant. See you soon. Bye.